All right, so you're thinking about buying a home. Exciting, right? And maybe a little overwhelming. There are lenders, inspections, escrow, contracts. It can feel like you're learning a new language. But here's the thing. It's actually not that complicated when you understand the steps. And buying a home is kind of like planning a big trip. You need a map, a budget, and a good guide. Now, without one, you might still get there, but it'll probably cost you twice as long and cost you twice as much. So today, I'm walking you through the 6 key steps of buying a home, from that very first conversation to the moment you get your keys. Now, I promise, we'll keep it simple, practical, and yes, real fun, because home buying doesn't have to be stressful, right? All right, let's dive in. So everything begins with a conversation, that first consultation with a trusted real estate agent. Now, some people like to start by calling a mortgage lender first, but that's totally fine too. But in most cases, it actually makes sense to start with your realtor. Now you'll ask, why is that? Because your agent can connect you with trusted, battle-tested loan officers they really have strong working relationship with. Now, these are the lenders who communicate well, have the best rates, meet the deadlines, and don't disappear the day before closing. Now, starting this way saves you from knocking on random lender doors or working with someone who might not sync with your agent. And trust me, when your lender and realtor work like a team, your whole experience feels seamless. So during that first consultation, talk about what really matters to you. Your preferred locations, must-have features, square footage, schools, commute times, bedroom, bathroom count, and of course, those nice-to-have but not deal-breaker items. And here's a quick reality check. No home checks all 10 boxes. And if it does, congratulations, you probably just built it yourself. But that's okay. The goal is to find the one that hits your top priorities and fits your lifestyle. Now, I like to say, finding the right home is like finding the right pair of jeans. You might try a few that almost fit, but when you find the one, you just know. And that's exactly why this first step is so important. It saves you weeks of confusion later. And that initial conversation sets the tone for everything that follows. And once you've had that consultation and you know what you're looking for, the next thing you'll want to do is get pre-approved and plan your budget. Now, this is where we figured out 2 big questions. What can you technically afford? And what are you comfortable affording? Now, getting pre-approved gives you your true affordability range. It's your financial game plan. Your lender reviews your income, the debts, and credit and tells you the maximum home price you can qualify for. Now, that doesn't mean you have to spend to the ceiling. It just defines your guardrails. Think of pre-approval like getting your boarding pass before the flight. It doesn't mean you're in the air yet, but you've cleared security and you're ready to go. Now, a lot of buyers shy away from getting a pre-approval done because they're worried about hard credit inquiries hitting or hurting their scores. But here's the thing. Most lenders today can actually do a soft credit pull, which lets you check your numbers without impacting your credit. Now, there's nothing really to be afraid of, and it's a great way to know exactly where you stand before you start shopping. So once you've had that number, zoom out and look at your total comfort level. Think beyond the mortgage payment. You gotta add your property taxes to that, insurance, HOA fees if applicable, utilities, and maybe a fix-it fund for those little surprises because something will break eventually. Now, this step isn't about how much house you can buy. It's about how much home lets you sleep peacefully at night. And when we have that dialed in, we're ready for the fun part, which is house hunting. Now, this is where dreams meet reality. Sometimes beautifully, sometimes hilariously. We've all had that moment scrolling through the listings at midnight or the lunchtime or early mornings where we think, wow, this kitchen is amazing. This backyard is stunning. Oh, wait, but it's next to a freeway or it backs to a railway tracks. Your agent will set up all the custom searches for you though, tour schedules, and even off-market options if available. The goal here is to explore and compare while staying focused on your priorities. This is also where emotions kick in. One day you'll fall in love with the kitchen or the backyard. The next day you'll swear off open concepts forever. Now that's normal. Every buyer goes through it. And here's my pro tip. When you walk into a home, don't just look. You gotta feel it. How's the light? Can you picture yourself making coffee here on a Saturday morning? You hear traffic, kids, or even roosters. Yes, it happens. So guys, no home is perfect. but the right one will just feel like home. When that happens, and that's your cue to move forward. So once you've found the right one, we slow things down a bit and do our homework before writing an offer. You'll review all the seller disclosures, things like inspection reports, HOA docs, or any known property details, any permits, any additions to the house. Now, this gives you the full story before you sign anything. Then we'll run a comparative market analysis, or in short, called a CMA, to see what similar homes nearby have actually sold for. Because remember, the list price is just a number and an invitation to a conversation. It's like sticker prices on a car at a car dealership. What matters is what people are actually paying, not what it's listed for. So the CMA tells us the real market value. Now, with all that data that we have now, we will prepare your offer. We'll talk price, contingencies, timing, all the strategic stuff. And once both parties agree, bam, you're on the contract. And that's when things really start moving behind the scenes. So after your offer is accepted, the home enters the escrow phase. This is where the magic and the paperwork really happens. So you'll schedule home inspections if you really want more done by your side, if they're not available, to make sure everything looks good structurally and mechanically. If issues pop up, maybe a leaky roof or an aging water heater, any termite work to be done, roof repairs, and you can actually request repairs or credits for them or negotiate adjustments to the original contract that you wrote. Now, meanwhile, your lender orders the appraisal to verify the home's value and moves your loan into underwriting. Now, that's where you double-check your docs, verify income, and tie up all the details. This is the stage where patience becomes your best friend. You might feel like you're waiting forever for the updates, but behind the scenes, a lot of moving parts are syncing up. Now, pro tip here is to respond quickly to lender or escrow requests. Every "I'll do it later" adds a day or two to your closing. And no one wants that. No one wants to delay the closing, right? Now, this phase usually takes a couple of weeks, maybe more, and staying responsive keeps things moving smoothly. And once the lender signs off on everything, you'll hear those three sweetest words in real estate: clear to close. And finally, the closing day comes. This is where you sign your loan and title documents and wire your funds and wait for the county to record the sale. Now, keep in mind that sometimes in certain counties, it's a day later. Now, it's all of it a bit of paperwork marathon, but at the finish line, you'll get the keys. By the way, bring your favorite pen at the time of signing because, trust me, there's a lot of paperwork to sign and your hand will get a workout. But at the end, you'll do a happy dance, take a selfie, and probably realize that now you own a lawnmower too. Welcome to homeownership, the most rewarding investment that you would ever make. All right, let's do a quick recap of the steps of buying a home from your first conversation to closing day. Step 1, initial consultation, very important. Step 2, get pre-approved and plan your budget. Step 3, the fun part, house hunting. Step 4, review disclosures and write an offer. Step 5, the escrow process, inspections, and the loan process. Step 6, the closing and getting the keys. Now, when you take it one step at a time with the right guidance, it's not overwhelming, it's empowering. So guys, if you found this video helpful, hit the like button, subscribe, and tap the bell so you don't miss the future videos. And feel free to comment below with any questions or contact us using the information in the description below. I would love to help. And as always, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.